Good day, everyone. Welcome to Amtech Broadcast, where we shine the spotlight on the engineers who make our agricultural machines safe, reliable, and ready for the field.
Today, we will be exploring the world of test engineers, who they are, what they do, and why they are essential in the implementation of RA 10601 or the AFMEC law.
Let's
Let's
go!
go!
Hey there! Ever wondered how we can make farming and fishing in the Philippines level up? Well, that's exactly what Republic Act 10601 or Agricultural and Fisheries Mechanization Law is all about.
Think of it as the law that says, let's give our farmers and fishers cooler, safer, and more efficient machines.
The main purpose of RA 10601 is super clear: to boost productivity and modernize agriculture and fisheries through mechanization.
But how does RA 10601 actually help? First, higher productivity. Machines help farmers plant, harvest, thresh, dry, and process crops faster. More output, less pagod. Second, less post-harvest losses. With good machines, grain isn't wasted, fish isn't spoiled, and income goes up. Third, safer and easier work. No more super heavy manual tasks. Machines handle the hard parts, so farmers and fishers work smarter, not harder. Fourth, skills upgrade. The law includes training so operators and technicians learn how to properly use and maintain machines. Hindi lang may makina, marunong ding gamitin.
Now, who make all of them happen? Meet the AFMEC squad. First is the BAFE, or Bureau of Agricultural and Fisheries Engineering, the lead agency. They create policies, standard, and guidelines for mechanization. Think of them as strategies and regulators who make sure everything is safe, standard, and naturally coordinated. Second is the AMTEC, or Agricultural Machinery Testing and Evaluation Center, the machine tester. Their job is to test, inspect, and evaluate, make sure everything is safe, efficient, and not substandard. Other institutions may help in research or training, but AMTEC alone issue the official test document required before machine can be sold. If BAPE make rules, AMTEC makes sure machine follow them. Third is DA, or Department of Agriculture, provides funding, programs, and support to spread the mechanization nationwide. Last is the DOST, TESDA, and SUC. These guys help with research, innovation, fabrication, and training. They help farmers, operators, and technicians so that machines are not just bought, they're used correctly.
What penalties are applied to manufacturers who sell uncertified machines? Manufacturers, fabricators, importers, assemblers, or distributors who sell, distribute, or offer machinery without AMTEC certification may face the following penalties under RA 10601. First offense, 100,000 to 300,000 fine. Second offense, 300,000 to 500,000 fine and suspension of operations or business permit. Third offense is 500,000 to 1 million fine and revocation of license to operate plus possible closure of business.
AFMEC literally said, no more back-breaking manual work all day. No more losses after harvest. Just smooth, efficient, and high-tech operation that help farmers earn more and work smarter.
And of course, it doesn't stop at giving machines. It is also trains farmers, operators, and technicians so they know how to use these machines like pros. In short, RA 10601 brings modern machines plus safety plus training.
Equals stronger, smarter, and more successful agriculture and fisheries.
I am Earl Daniel Salcedo.
And I am Renan Prado. Back to you, Rainier.
Test engineers are licensed agricultural and biosystems engineers who undergo certification to become certified test engineers or CTEs. They specialize in checking and evaluating agricultural and fisheries machinery before these are approved for farm use. Let us witness the report of Jaime Vasquez on how to become a test engineer.
So, you want to become a test engineer? Great choice. Test engineers play a huge role in making sure machines, equipment, and systems are safe, reliable, and high performing. So, let's break down what it takes, step by step.
First is educational background. To become a test engineer in ABE, you typically start with a degree in agricultural and biosystems engineering. This gives you a foundation in farm power, machinery, post-harvest equipment, hydraulics, engines, and agricultural systems, all essential for understanding how machines behave in real-life farming conditions. Other requirements are flashed in your screens. Let's listen to Engineer Perez to know more about becoming a test engineer.
Morning. I am Avilgio M. Perez. I am an agricultural and biosystems engineer here at Dabe CE. So, I am a certified test engineer for rice machinery. So, that's category F. The word test engineer, no? So, dapat engineer ka talaga. So, for agricultural machinery, so you should be a licensed agricultural and biosystems engineer. You should be able to know instrumentations, know the techniques, kung paano mag-measure, example, fuel consumptions, ganyan yung mga techniques, how to do it efficiently. The training that we have conducted, that is actually a refresher course for test engineer. Tinawag siyang refresher kasi it is assumed na the student should know the PAES already, especially in your laboratories, the methods of tests. Yung exams, at the same time the training, it is all about the methods of test in the PAES. Experience is important because first it is required. Okay, required ang field experience before ka maging test engineer. So if you don't have the field experience, may tendencies na may mga inaccuracies doon sa makukuha nyo ng mga results.
According to Mom Perez, the primary function of a test engineer includes testing and evaluating agricultural machinery within their certified category. They assess how machines work, how safe they are, and whether they comply with set standards, then prepare a technical report that guides farmers, manufacturers, and regulators. Additionally, engineers may add more categories to expand the scope of their testing authorization. Ms. Perez explained that junior test engineer may conduct tests but must always be supervised by a senior test engineer. Senior test engineers are authorized to lead the testing activities independently. Now, one thing that sets ABI testing apart, the importance of PAES, the Philippine Agricultural Engineering Standards, which was updated as PABEST, or the Philippine Agricultural and Engineering Standards through the provision of RA 10915. If you want to be a test engineer in this field, PABEST is your Bible. PABEST defines how machines should be evaluated: safety, performance, durability, fuel efficiency, capacity, losses, and more. Exposure in PABEST and other available standard life in BOPS and PNS ensures that your tests are standardized, credible, and nationally accepted. You can find copies of these standards on the official website of APEC.
So, how do you become a test engineer in ABE? Build your engineering foundation, train hard, master PABEST, sharpen your technical and soft skills, and gain field experience as much as you can. With precision, curiosity, and dedication, you can help shape the future of agricultural and fisheries mechanization in the country. That's the path of an ABI test engineer. I am Hanime S. Vasquez. Back to you, Alin.
Testing is a specific process. Engineers follow procedures under the Philippine Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering Standards, or the PABES. They inspect the machine, run it under lab conditions, gather data, and analyze the results. Now let us witness John Fritz Susuban as he walks us through the testing process of RA 10601.
Ever wondered what happens to a machine before it is declared safety, efficient, and ready to use for farmers? Let's dive into the world of agricultural and biosystems engineering testing, where field work meets real world. Let's break down the testing process of every agricultural and fisheries machine must go through.
Number one is preparation and planning.
Everything begins with a solid plan. Test engineers study the relevant PAES standards, identify the exact data to collect, prepare the instruments, and organize the testing team. This stage sets the foundation because a well-planned test leads to reliable, defensible result. Documents prepared before testing includes number 1 is the request for testing or testing agreement. Second is manufacturer's technical specification. Third is operator's manual. Fourth is product brochure. Fifth is machine drawings or diagram. Number 6 is safety certificates. Number 7 is testing plan and data collection sheets aligned with PAES. These documents guide the engineers in understanding what the machine claims to do and what has to be verified. Number 2, machine inspection. Before engines roar to life, the machine undergoes a thorough inspection. Engineers check dimension, safety features, label, components, and manufacturer specification. It's the first checkpoint to ensure the equipment is safe and ready for testing. Third is setup calibration. Next comes with calibration, the heart of accurate testing. Moisture meters, tachnometers, fuel meters, scales, and sensors are adjusted to precise standards. A test engineer knows that if the tools aren't accurate, the data can't be trusted. Number 4 is actual field or laboratory testing. Here's where things get interesting. The machine is operated under conditions defined by PAES, whether in field, paddies, fish landing sites, or controlled labs. Engineers observe and measures how the machine perform in terms of capacity, efficiency, power or fuel use, losses, product quality, noise and vibration, and overall safety. Every movement and measurement matters. Number 5 is data recording. As the machine works, engineers log real-time data using detailed forms and calibrated instruments. Accuracy is everything for them because one incorrect value can change the entire conclusion. This is where a test engineer's attention detail become a superpower. For number 6 is analysis and computation. Once the fieldwork ends, the number takes over. Engineers compute performance indicators, analyze trends, compare conditions, and convert raw data into technical interpretation. This step transforms observation into scientific conclusions. Number 7 is evaluation against standard. Now comes the moment of truth. The results are matched against the requirements of PAES. But the question is, does the machine meet the minimum capacity? Are losses acceptable? Is the product quality within standards? The evaluation determines whether the machine is compliant or needs improvement. Number 8 is test report writing. With everything analyzed, engineers prepare the official test report, a complete document containing methods, result, computation, photos, and recommendation. These reports becomes a vital reference for manufacturers, buyers, and regulatory agencies. Number 9 is certificate insurance. Finally, once all documents are validated, AMTEC issued the test certificate, the official proof that a machine has been tested or meets the required standards. Then, the BAFE is the one that approves or whether a machine passed the test or not. Only then it can be legally sold, distributed, and promoted. Testing may look simple on the surface, but every certified machine is a team of ABE test engineers who are committed to the safety and service of the farmers. Each step ensures that every certified machines are efficient, reliable, and ready to use to help the nation. I am John Fritz Al-Susuban, the reporter, and back to you, Rainier.
Test engineers make sure that the machines on the market are safe and effective. They protect farmers from low quality or dangerous equipment. Without them, substandard machines could easily reach the field. Let us witness the report of Princess Tua on the significance and importance of test engineers in our society.
Imagine a world where every tractor, thresher, and fish drying machine could fail at any moment. We have created farmer at risk and productivity loss. In this video, we're not only going to explore why test engineers are essential, but also discuss how their certifications are renewed and how previous applicants are validated. ensuring not only skilled and qualified engineers continue to safeguard our agricultural and fishery machinery.
I am Christian Mamparair. Currently, I am working as a GIP sa diri sa sa Davao Regional Office 11. Moto, I recently passed the certified test engineer po. So as test engineer, kailangan na to ma-ensure ang safety sa atong machinery no kay dapat ta siya ay mga safety guards in case na in operation na mga lagpot nga debris o mag-cause og injury sa atong mga operators. Sa experience ako no, sa among mga acceptance testing na atundan ang mga parameters nga ginakuan such as the losses ako siya impact sa atong machinery labi na sa atong farmers if ever na ma-procure na ang machine or ma-turnover na siya sa atong farmers, so it will lead nga mag-alter silang production ba dili efficient ang ilang harvest.
By adhering to national standards like PAES, test engineers not only protect operators and farmers, but also help manufacturers improve design and innovate better technology. Their work ensures that agricultural and fishery equipment contribute to productivity, sustainability, and economic growth, making test engineers indispensable guardian of the nation's mechanization effort. A CTE certification is valid for 3 years, but here's an important point. If your PRC license expires before the end of your CTE validity, you cannot test any machine until your license is renewed. To keep your certification active, you must conduct testing and evaluation of at least 2 machines per year or 6 machines within the 3-year period. If you're away for long-term study or training, you're exempt. But also, you must submit notification and proof of approval to BAFE. And here's a crucial rule. If you tested fewer than the required number of machines, you'll need to retake the exam for quality management to maintain your certification. This ensures all CTEs stay competent and up to date with testing standards. For those who were part of the first 9 batches of the CTE program, a revalidation process ensures everyone is correctly classified. Certified test engineers from batches 1 to 9 are automatically classified as senior test engineers. Their category is based on the machines they tested during training and examination. Failed applicants from batches 1 to 9 are also classified according to the machine they tested. Junior test engineer exam score 50-60%. Senior test engineer exam score more than 60%. This revalidation guarantees that every test engineer, past or present, is recognized according to experience, performance, and exam results.
Renewal and revalidation are more than paperwork. They ensure that certified test engineer continue to be skilled, reliable, and ready to get agricultural and fishery machinery safely and efficiently. In short, being a CTE isn't just a title. It's a commitment to continuous professional practice and quality in the field. The Agricultural and Fisheries Mechanization Law requires all machines to undergo testing and evaluation before being sold in the Philippines. This ensures that our local farmers receive quality machinery, prevents the spread of defective units, and promotes national mechanization.